Badoosh!
Hey guys, my name is Sigmund, and welcome to a very special reading your comments. Yeah, I know it's not the usual flashy intro or anything like that, but this is a special one, in regards to the last vlog that I did when I talked about just what was going on, in my life and YouTube and everything else. And I wanted this to kind of put a spotlight on the community, on you guys, just because some of the comments you left, you shared your stories with me, and I'm grateful for all of that. And it's just, you guys rallied around, not only me, but this channel as well as each other. And that was really, really cool. And I'm happy, I'm thrilled, and I'm proud to see that from this community. Sorry if I seem a little right now, I'm tired. I actually managed to get an entire week's worth of videos recorded, and I just have to edit it. And that's, as you know, that's the part that takes up a lot of time, but that's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the moment you've all been waiting for. Hopefully waiting for. I don't know. It's all good stuff, though, I promise. It's comments. With anything creative, there's a struggle to be successful. But at least with YouTube, you get to share the struggle with your subs so you don't go through it alone. And Sue, you are absolutely right. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made, was not getting this out there sooner to you guys. Letting you know what was going on so you don't think that I'm just being bitter about numbers or bitter about just the little things. It's I guess you could say it's the little things on top of little things on top of little things till it builds up to a bigger thing, and then I have even bigger things going on. Like little Lily over here. You decided you've been quiet all day. She's actually been quiet all day. Up until now, I was recording other videos, she was quiet, but now that I'm recording reading your comments, it's like she goes, hey, I know he's talking to people now, so I'm gonna talk with him. I'm grateful to have you guys around for the support, and I'm grateful to have you around, not just to watch the videos, but just seeing your comments, and I get to interact with you. That's what really counts. I love watching your stuff the last near 2 years, and I wish I could do something to support you, Brisky. Beyond just subbing, liking, and commenting, you're a great guy, Jason. And seeing you get frustrated, tired, and all the rest of it rolled up together, you're talented. If I could talk, you're talented, hilarious, and overall just so much good to show. I know this probably sounds like I'm blowing smoke up your ass, but the shit you've gone through, you deserve to have something good happen again. Well, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that as well. And I don't mean for my comments, I replied saying thank you guys for your support and leaving it at that. I don't want you to think it's like a copy-paste response or anything like that, because after all, it's like, what else can you say other than thank you? And thank you for the comment, and thank you for your support, man. I really appreciate it. I know you've been here for a while, and it's just cool to see you guys hanging around still. And eventually good things will happen. One of my biggest fears when it comes to this community is that people get frustrated. I've seen it happen before. I've had people that have left this community because they were frustrated because they weren't seeing any growth out of it. And I don't want people to feel that way. I don't want people to feel, slighted or like that nothing is going to happen. We're having fun, right? That's what counts. You conveyed your message perfectly, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. I haven't had the experience of meeting a bigger YouTuber to get shunned away once they find out you're a super small channel. On that point, I can totally understand your feelings towards it. As for YouTube growth, I still think you got to find a game that's popular you really like and make it a main game on your channel. And he's kind of going on from there in algorithms and such, and that's the tricky part, is figuring out what to do with the algorithms, how to grow on those things. And I don't want this video to be seen as just a talk about growth or anything like that. It's mainly a spotlight on you guys. Spotlight on, your support. Because that's what matters. And I know it talked about being shunned away from the bigger YouTubers, and I'm not saying they're bad people for it, Not discounting them as individuals because they shunned away somebody who is literally a fraction of their size. And I understand it. I hold no ill will. It does get a little frustrating because it even feels like, even in conversation or trying to be friends, that seems to get in the way. And that's really unfortunate. And in this business, I understand it's just really unfortunate. And I know with the algorithm part that's tricky. I know that YouTube is about how long people are watching the videos for. I just hope the channel isn't at a point of no return with that, because I know some of the rankings of those were pretty small. It's just a game of wait and see at this point. It's always good to get things off your chest. I understand what you're saying, and I'm very glad I found your channel. Your content is amazing. I hope everything will turn out okay for you. Thank you so much for that, Alpha. I really do appreciate that. Things are okay. Things are better. I know I told you guys in the last video how I was going through therapy and all of that. And therapy's going pretty good. I have a therapist who doesn't take my shit. And I don't mean to say like I'm being mean, like she doesn't put up with it. She's just like, hey, no. This is how it is. This is how it should be. This is what you're going to do. And I kind of need that structure, I guess, in my life. And it's working out so far. It's working out pretty good. And when it comes to YouTube, I've recorded more today than I have in a really long time. And I had a blast doing it, and I can't wait for you guys to see the content. And there's more things coming too, not just content. There's a big project that I been working on, and I took a really long hiatus from, but I'm really excited that it's finally coming to a head. It's almost ready, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I feel you, dude. This site can be so draining. As a small content creator, you put so much effort into your videos and get seemingly nothing in return. It's hard to trust a lot of people, hence why I only stick with my friends now. You're a good man. One day our time will come. Thank you so much for that. Again, I appreciate it. And again, I know I said before I don't want it to feel like it's like a cookie cutter response. I want to make sure I'm reading these to tell you guys thank you, that your support doesn't go unnoticed, okay? I know I hit the like button, I may not reply to some things because it's like the same statements over and over and over again, but your support does not go unnoticed. But to address what you said, it can be, because it feels like at certain points it's hard to find people that aren't, okay, well, you scratch my back and I'll see you later. Now that's kind of the nature of the beast, and unfortunately that's a lot of people, not just in YouTube, but in real life as well. But it takes us as people, you know, and in this community, if you guys can do me a favor, let's be above that type of thing. You know, like I understand, like I'll give you guys a good for instance, and I know I say for instance a lot. It's a guy I've known for years. It kind of rubbed off on me. With everything else in life, you can be ambitious about stuff, you can want stuff, and that's fine. But for me in YouTube, it's one of those, I try to approach it in a very honest way. You know, I don't try to go into other people's channels and self-promote. I don't try to bug other people with that. And like I said, you know, I was worried about going up to bigger YouTubers and be like, hey, check me out. You know, and them automatically think that just that is what I'm after. With this, I try to keep it just as humble and as pure as I can. I'm not saying it's perfect, because I know, you know, everybody has their hiccups. That happens, right? But that's what's made this fun for me. You know, I want to build a positive community. I want to build something great. And I'm just grateful to have you all along for the ride. I appreciate all that you do. I don't know the feeling that you're describing since I haven't been on YouTube very long. I'm grateful that I found your channel. I'm here if you need someone, even if you just need an outlet. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate it. And it's good. You see, this is what I'm talking about with the community. This is what counts. This is what counts for me. Not only putting content out there for you guys to enjoy, you know, bringing new people and building a community, but keeping the community like this. Now, I've seen communities that are 1,000 times bigger than this one, but a lot of it's negative. You know, a lot of it's negativity. A lot of it's like bad stuff, and I want to try to keep that away. And so far, it's working pretty good, because you guys are you're killing it. Killing it with kindness, I guess. I'm just tickled shitless to have what I have right now. And thank you guys so much for that. We appreciate the effort. You keep doing you and everything turns out fine. Just believe in yourself and stop giving yourself the blame for something every person in your position would struggle with doing. I know, and that's kind of hard for me to do. It's not really necessarily blaming myself for things. I mean, yeah, sure, I'm asking myself, what could I have done? What can I do to improve, or what can I do to change things and make them better? That's always going to be there. That's always going to be the constant. But the biggest thing for me right now is just the positivity in my life, the people I'm surrounding myself with, and the community that has grown on this channel. We're getting up there, you know, slowly but surely, with more and more people we're getting in. That's more positivity. That's more the good that's coming into this community, into this channel. And I'm grateful for it. And I know I keep saying I'm grateful for it and thank you, but that bears repeating. It needs to be repeated, because I'm grateful. I'm always grateful to you guys, and your support really does help me through all of this. Preach it, man. Feel the same way about it. Glad to hear you get it off your chest. It's definitely a tough business to be in, for sure. It is. It really, really is. But I guess that all depends, you know, how much you're willing to put into it and what you expect to get back. There you go. Because you could put in all the effort in the world. Like, what was it back in the day when I did like heavy edits on my videos? Each video you saw was roughly 4 to 5 hours of work. And then, but, you know, basically hitting my head on a brick wall. All those fancy edits and stuff doesn't mean quality content. It just means shiny things on a good package, I guess. That's the proper way to say it. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But it can be tough. The hardest part is not letting it eat you alive, among whatever else you might be going through in life. Because this is a very, very good outlet for me. I love doing it. I just kind of have to find a way to not let it affect me too much, and then let me forget why I did it in the first place and what I have right now, which is a great community. I agree with everything you said. I understand where you're coming from, and I personally love your content. I hope this all works out for you soon. Thank you. And I keep saying thank you again, and I know at this point it sounds cliche, but yeah, it'll work itself out. Like everything, it just takes time. I have loved your channel ever since I found it, and what keeps me coming back is your great content and your realness. You keep it straight and real, and I love that about you. You're just genuine. Watching you got me through some tough, depressing times. And you may recall even inspired me to put myself out there. And I'm having so much fun with it. You do great work, and I hope things look up for you. No matter how many times I've read that, I get emotional a little bit. I'm not trying to take away from any other video or any other comment, to take away from any other comment out there. To see that kind of impact, to see that I can have that kind of impact on somebody is just fantastic. It's great. It's a wonderful feeling, and it's indescribable. You don't really know what to say. I don't want to say anything else that sounds like I'm pandering, and I don't want to say anything that sounds like I'm trying to fluff myself up, like I'm glad my content does that for me, which I am. I sincerely am. I want to try to keep this as real as possible to you guys. I never want to try to portray myself as something that I'm not. Yeah, sure, I'll be hyperactive in some videos. I'll be, like happy-go-lucky stuff. But I mean, on an entertainment level, you kind of do have to throw that in there a little bit. But that's not to say that isn't who I am. Of all the negative things that have happened for me in my life or happened in this channel, I also had a lot of positive things too. Number one being the community here. And I know I keep saying that, but I want to emphasize that. It's the community here. The community here that has done a lot, not only for this channel, but for me. It means a lot to me to know that, and I'm grateful to know that it means a lot to some of you. I'm gonna stop that right here because I'm about to get emotional, and I promised I wouldn't do that in this video. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much. We're getting up there. Not quite close to 1,000, but we're getting there. And again, I'm glad to have you all along for the ride, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Some big things are coming. I have a big project that's finally coming to a head that I'm going to be proud when we're finally able to launch it, and hopefully videos will be on time this week. I know that's been kind of rough lately, but yeah, just life has a habit of doing that. So I'm going to stop that again right here. Thank you guys again so much for your support. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I know I keep saying I wouldn't do this without you, and that sounds cliche, but it's true. I wouldn't be able to do this. Wouldn't be here. Thank you. So I'm gonna stop right here. And again, thank you guys again so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for watching. I guess I'll end this on a good note, so we'll go with the energetic ending that we usually have on these. Okay, so you ready? Let's get that up. Gotta get the lungs ready and prepared for this. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, share the video with a friend, that would be great. And hey, if you are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button to join the Sigman Army today. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this channel, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of you. Outside of this community, we all have lives and stuff, and it's just kind of cool that everything can kind of gather here at some point. I know that didn't make any sense, but I wanted to try to leave this on a positive note. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and thank you for 723 subscribers. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.